Hey everybody, Adele here. Real quick, well, I'm a pretty good student, and when my coach says to post something on the internet that's a little bit more edgy, a little bit more how I really feel, well, doggone it, I'm going to do it. So, how many of you have heard the whole thing in personal development or in coaching to get out of your story, right? Stories are like, oh my gosh, they're just something we're trying to transcend. Oh, we're playing the same tape again. You're stuck in your story. It's the source of all of our problems. And if we could just transcend our stories, life would be groovy, right? Well, I'm going to post here that I kind of think stories have a lot of value. I think they get up on rap. I think that, I think the needle sometimes swings a little bit too far, that we're trying to get rid of our stories. We're trying to stay out of our stories and move on. Can you relate to this? And I'm just curious, 5,000 years ago, before people wrote anything down or they went to the movies, what did people do to share knowledge, wisdom, maybe the story of the trials and tribulations of the day and hunting the buffalo or heartbreak with a relationship? People told stories. So why did we do that? I mean, we sat around a campfire, and that's how wisdom was passed. That's how we expressed ourselves. Maybe there was a little bit of song and dance too. I think story is built into our DNA. I think we have a need to tell story. I think it can be useful. And so I'm not so interested in jumping out of my story now. Of all the people I know, I'm probably one of the worst offenders of perhaps, maybe, possibly telling the same story over and over. Okay, so I do that. And by the way, folks, I'm playing with Facebook's new little whatever. There are all kinds of things you can do now on Facebook to pretty up your stuff. So I'm just experimenting. Let me see if I can make this work. I'm playing around here. Oh, that's groovy. Oh, how about this one? No, that one looks bizarre. Oh my God, no. I'm just playing around here. Anyway, how about this one? Groovy Sunday. So I am saying I'm one of those weirdos. I love to hear story. I love to hear your story. I love to hear my clients' stories. There is something innately healing when you tell your story. Some people haven't told their story ever before. It's like music inside that's never come out. I want to hear it. That music, don't let it die in you. Other people have been telling the story over and over, and perhaps, just maybe, part of the problem is that there's never been the right audience that heard the story. That it's like once the music has been told and caught, and not just, oh my God, get over yourself, where the music's just sort of flying over people's heads or people are tuning out. That's not the kind of listening I'm talking about. What I'm noticing is when people finally feel deeply heard. Now, maybe the story needs to be told more than once or twice, but if it's fully heard, there is a relaxation that happens. I don't need to keep telling it over and over. Now, if I hear the other person getting annoyed or looking at their watch, I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to talk more, do you get it? Are you hearing me? And get mad, or I'm just going to say, okay, I'm just not going to go there. That neither are useful or productive. Story is built into our DNA. It's the unique thing of humans. Why do we go to the movies? We go to see and hear a story, right? Can you imagine how boring the movies would be if there was no story? If everyone just said, oh, that's my story, and I'm transcending my story, whether it's against the bad guys in physical life, whether it's an internal journey. If there's no story, there's no movie. If there's no movie, there's no entertainment. There's no sharing of the wisdom. There's no growth inside. So when someone said, to put a controversial, edgy video on the internet. This is what I wanted to say. I'm a little bit annoyed that everyone thinks story is bad. I'm one of those weirdos that actually likes to hear your story. And so if this resonates with you, put a comment below. By the way, I'm also here to tell you I have an event coming up February 17th where we're going to go into this in more depth as women to uncover the wisdom in you. The event is called Spark Jump Starting Your Business as a Healer or in your career, to use some of this wisdom in a way that's more meaningful. So if you're out there and you don't like your job and you want to do something else, but you don't know what it is yet, there's music, there's a story that's coming. If you're in corporate and you know darn well you are not getting paid what you're worth, and you're finding it hard to negotiate your points or get noticed, there's a story there that needs to be told. Or maybe you're already a healer and you're having trouble finding clients or generating revenue. There's a story that's unfolding. And I understand because I've been in all these three places. I have a very successful practice now, and story is an important part of it. So I'm taking a stand that story is not bad. Okay, so end of rant. I hope somebody got something out of this. I've done my assignment for the day. Thanks. Everybody have a good day. Post your comments below. Thanks. Bye.